Hello, good morning everyone. Today we are going to study adjectives. Yesterday, as far as we studied about the different types of adjectives. Today we are going to study about the degrees of comparison. As you all know, the adjectives change form in order to show comparison. Whenever there are two or more things are compared, the adjectives alter their form to show the things compared or the degree of their comparison, means to what degree a thing is better or worse than the other, to what extent suppose to what extent suppose one thing is lesser or greater than the other. So degrees of comparison, there are three degrees of comparison, namely uh, positive positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Like for example, he is young. So this in positive degree there is no sense of comparison as such. It only indicates one specified quality and simply modifies the noun or pronoun along with which it is used. Okay, whereas if we see in comparative degree, Suresh is younger than Ramesh. Now we are now comparing two nouns in the degree of their youngness. We are comparing two nouns in context of the degree of their youngness. So in that context we see that one noun is younger than the other noun. Suresh is younger than Ramesh. In superlative degree, however, we compare one thing with a group of things, and in this group of things, that thing which is being compared is also a part of. For example, Suresh is the youngest member of the team. So in a team in which Suresh is also included, in that team Suresh is the youngest. So the extent to which his youngness can be measured is that among the team players in which he is playing, he is the youngest. So as I have already told you, the positive degree is used when no comparison is made. So when there is no sense of comparison, positive degree is used. For example, Hina is intelligent. So it it shows one quality of Hina which is being intelligent. Ravi is tall. Okay, so it shows the quality of Ravi being tall. He has bought an expensive car. So the adjective expensive shows the car is very costly. Okay, moving forward, comparative degree. It is used when two persons or things are compared. So as I have told, when two persons and things are compared in context of the degree of their adjective, in context of the degree of their being lesser or greater than one another, then we call it comparative degree. Ravi is taller than Amit, so we are comparing Ravi with Amit. So one thing to be noted here here is that we always use than after the comparative adjective. So after taller we always use than. Okay, with comparative degree adjective. Hina is more intelligent than any other girl. For example, you see Hina is more intelligent. More intelligent is the comparative degree, and after that it is followed by than. Okay, so it's a compulsory thing that you have to keep in mind while forming a sentence of comparative degree. So whenever you see there is a than, you can very well identify that the sentence belongs to a comparative degree sentence. Okay, there's a difference between than and then, though. Than is used with comparative degree, and then refers after that. Then means the and then. Okay, here one more important thing to note is that we are using the word other. We have used the word other here. So it is important to note here that when do we use the word other. First of all, other shows here that Hina is compared with other girls and it is more intelligent than them. But in comparative degree, when we are using other, it also indicates that Hina is compared with a group of girls, and of that group Hina is not a part. So when we are comparing Hina with a group of girls who are and we are comparing their intelligence, We are comparing their intelligence. Okay, so when we are saying Hina is more intelligent, we do not keep Hina in that group any longer. But whereas if we say Hina is the most intelligent student of the class, okay, in that case, in that group of class, Hina will also be included. So among all the students, including Hina is the most intelligent. Okay. Moving forward, superlative degree. It is used when two person or thing of same class are compared. Means first of all, two person or things should be more than two person or things should be compared, and they should belong to one same class. For example, he is the youngest in the family. So we are talking about one family, and among that family members, that one person is youngest. Okay, so more than two members of the same family are compared here. So more than two members of the same family means, suppose there are 10 members in a family, and out of them only one is the youngest of them all. So we are comparing one with the rest 9. Okay. Important here is to note that the article the is used with superlative degree. So it is very important. Most of you make a mistake. Always before a superlative degree, we always use the. The article the is always used before a superlative degree. It is compulsory. Just like then, we have to use the before the superlative degree in the adjective in a to show superlative degree. Okay. We never use double superlative. This is also one of the common mistakes that is often found. We should not use double superlatives. Double superlative, for example, most tallest. Now you have already used one superlative in the form of est, then how can you again use another superlative in the form of most? So you have to use one superlative at a time. Okay. Now to clarify these rules a little further, we will study the rules of formation of adjectives. So rules of formation of comparative and superlative degree of adjectives. First of all, very simple and basic one. We form adjectives by adding er and est. So sweet becomes sweeter and sweeter becomes sweetest, to show comparative and superlative degree. Small, smaller, smallest. Similarly, by adding r and est, so first rule is this one, but in case the positive degree ends with e in the spelling, means there is already a e at the end of a positive degree sentence, a positive degree word, then we add only r and st. We do not add an extra e. So brave becomes braver and bravest, fine becomes finer and finest. When positive ends in single consonant preceded by a short vowel, means when there is a consonant at the, say for example big, at the end of the word, if you will see there is a consonant g and it is followed by a vowel I, big. Now when we form a comparative or superlative of this type of words, what we will do is we will double the final consonant. So with the last consonant, that is G, is doubled before adding ER to it or EST to it. So big becomes bigger, biggest. Hot becomes hotter, hottest. Now if there is a Y in the positive word, Y in the spelling of positive word, then we change Y into, and it has a consonant before it. So for example, if you see easy, there is a consonant S before Y. So in that case, we will change y into I and add er and est. So easy becomes easier, and now see the spelling has changed from EASY to EASIER. Similarly, happy becomes happier and happiest. The adjectives of more than two syllables. Now what are syllables? One of the common confusion regarding syllables is that what are syllables? Now syllables are basic units, smallest units into which the word is broken in terms of pronunciation. For example, courageous. If you see courageous can be broken down into four syllables. For example, ka, re, ji, yes. So there are 5 syllables if you will count. So when there are more than 4 syllables, more than 3 syllables, sorry, more than two syllables, then what we do, we instead of in order to form comparative and superlative, we add more and most. So courageous, more courageous, most courageous, intelligent, more intelligent, and most intelligent. Okay, so that's all. I hope you have understood it well. If any doubt, you can always ask.